Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these jalapeno poppers. Let's start off with the ingredients. We're going to be using some bacon. You could choose whatever bacon you want. This is the bacon that I could find, so this is what I'm using today. You're also going to be using some cream cheese, some shredded cheese. I like the Mexican style blend because it's my favorite, and 12 big jalapenos. This recipe calls for 12 big jalapenos, so I found these really big ones at Walmart, so I was excited to use those. And then this rack was super awesome just because the fat from the bacon starts to drip and it falls to the pan underneath, and I like that because they come out nicer and neater. Alright, so let's get started. What you're going to do is you're going to have to cut. Don't cut all the way through. You're just going to cut a little bit, then you're going to cut again horizontal, and then you're going to cut one more time, and it kind of makes like a little door. I guess that's the only way that I could describe it. You could kind of like open it up, and you're going to be taking out the seeds from the inside, just like this. Just make sure that you're careful when you're doing this. Honestly, literally the seeds just kind of pop off. Just like that. I didn't even really have to put that much pressure. For this one, you do kind of have to cut a little bit on the side and the other side, and the seed, like the stem or whatever it's called, I don't even know what it's called, the seeds are literally, see how easy it is to pop it off. And then it's okay if you have some seeds in there. We're going to be washing them here in a little bit, although I am going to show you one more time how to cut the jalapeno open. Okay, so I want to show you once more, just in case you want to see it again. Again, you just kind of cut down, and then you cut horizontal, and then you cut once more. You open it up, just like that, and then use your knife to cut in two, and try to get that the seeds out. It's pretty simple. I didn't wear any gloves to do this part, but if you want to, you can. Sometimes if you touch or accidentally touch your face or your eyes, it's gonna hurt, so just be careful with that. So after I cut all the jalapenos, I rinsed them, and you can see that I took most of the seeds out. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get the filling ready. I'm just using an 8 ounce of cream cheese, which is just one box. I got this from Walmart if you're wondering. Anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to put it in a microwave safe bowl, and you're going to put it into the microwave for 30 seconds. After the 30 seconds, you're going to stir it until you get it to a very good consistency. It should probably look like this. After you stir and get it to what you want it to look like, you make sure you don't melt it too much, because then that'll be super bad. Anyways, now what you're going to do is you're going to be adding your shredded cheese. I added 1.5 cups of shredded cheese. If you want to add more or less, you can. What you have to do is you just got to stir it up, and basically that is all. If you want to add anything else, you can, but this is what I do. All I add is the sour cream that you saw and the shredded cheese. You can use a different type of shredded cheese, but I just love the Mexican blend cheese. That's like my favorite cheese, so I basically use it on almost everything. So this is what it should look like, and now we're ready to start stuffing our jalapenos. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up our bacon. This is the only bacon that I could find. I wish I could have gotten a different kind, just because I felt like this bacon was kind of too thin. You don't want to use the super thick bacon either, because it's way too thick. There's another one, I don't remember what it's called, but this one came out really thin. I mean, the jalapenos were still good. I just feel like maybe the bacon was I wish it would have been a little bit thicker. Anyways, I had to deal with it, and so they still came out okay. Alright, so now what you're going to do is, I love to use this little spatula and then just literally put in the filling of sour cream and cheese in there, clean it up nicely, and then you're going to start wrapping your jalapenos. I like to start at the top, hold it with my finger, and then just wrap it all the way around. I know I did a horrible job recording this part, and I'm so sorry. You can kind of see a little bit, but here in a little bit I'm going to show you once again how to do it. But you kind of have to overlap just a little bit, and then I like to stick a toothpick down at the bottom. And I'm going to start putting them on the rack. Okay, here's another one. I'm going to be putting a little bit of the cream cheese with the shredded cheese, nicely stuffed. You're going to close it up and then clean it up a little bit, And then go ahead and get your bacon. Start at the top and then start wrapping it. You kind of have to overlap a little bit. I'm so sorry about my recording, horrible recording, but you can kind of see how I'm overlapping just a little bit. Also, make sure that you're trying to cover the whole jalapeno with the bacon. I know these jalapenos were a little bit big, but it worked out just fine, just like this. All right, and just add your one toothpick at the end, just like that, and then put it on the rack. Okay, so the jalapenos are ready to go. I'm going to be putting them in the oven on 350 degrees, and they cooked for about 40 to 45 minutes. I know that every oven is different, so you might need to cook yours a little bit longer or maybe a little bit less. But I put mine in for about 40 to 45 minutes, and I still kind of felt like it needed to put, or I needed to just leave them in a little bit longer, probably maybe an hour. But you decide. If the jalapenos are nice and soft, then they are done and ready to go. All right, so here's a little close-up of what the jalapenos look like. Again, you could kind of tell that the bacon is kind of thin, but it's fine. Okay, so now what I'm showing you here is that you're gonna remove the toothpick, and then you're also going to be taking off some of the cream cheese that kind of came out a little bit, and that's okay. It's probably going to happen. That is why you have to get one of these pans. For real, guys. I love this pan. Everything drips to the bottom, and I don't know, I just feel like the jalapenos just come out nicer and neater, don't you think? Alright, so comment down below, tell me what you think. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!